Hello, everybody! I am so excited to be on here tonight. I love hanging out with you guys, period. Uh, I know that, I can't see you, but I certainly, it feels like we're all hanging out together regardless, and I think that's really cool. If this is your very first time to the channel, make sure that you click subscribe and that you also hit the bell for notifications so you know when I go live. I go live every single day. It's just different every day, right? It's a different time because I weave life in with what I do, right? So that's just it happens when it happens. Today, what we did, hey, Stacy from Houston. Stacy, and also Stacy, I just saw your post in Go for Gold in the student group, and I saw that gold mouse that you just got for your computer, and I'm saying, yes. Also, you make me want to get like a diamond mouse. Is there a diamond? Can I bedazzle a mouse? I bet my daughter will know how to do that. I need to do that. Elise is here from Kentucky. Well, hello, Elise. Elise, why did I not know you were from Kentucky? I love Kentucky, by the way. I love Kentucky. I think it's beautiful. Sandy, hello from Rossville, Georgia. Hello. Mike. Mike said, Mike from Cedar Rapids. Mike from the living room. That's like where he really is. Okay, guys. So tonight we are talking, Stacy. Ooh, a diamond mouse with a crown, right? Yes. Charlotte, hello from San Antonio. Man, how cool, you guys. Kendra, hi. I'm in Montana. Montana, yes. Elise, come visit. We are right by Dale Hollow State Resort. Bring your team for a retreat. Oh, my word. I mean, I might have to do that. I might literally have to do that. I'm trying to get my hat out of my face so you guys can see my face. So what we are talking about tonight is how to sell from your heart. And if you follow, if you're in Gold Getters, if you are in Young Living at all, you guys, and you're watching this video and you see my eyeballs, go into Gold Getters. That wasn't me trying to put you in a trance. That was just my eyeballs. I don't know. It's late, you guys. But go into Gold Getters. It's a free group. We're all growing together. We're all doing amazing things together. Go in there. Do yourself a favor. Like let's all just grow together and be awesome. But anyway, so if you're already in there, then you already know that I lead from my heart with everything. Like every single thing that I do is first through a filter of like being heart-centered, right? And in alignment with purpose and in alignment with my creator. Like that's my very first filter. And then the other filter is how can I serve others, right? So we're always talking about selling from your heart. That's pretty much what Go for Gold is. It's all of us finding our ways to be able to sell from our heart, which hasn't ever been taught to people before. But anyway, aside from that, what I want to talk about today, Donna, hi Martha, hello Donna. What I want to talk about today, you guys, is how to handle when you get a little extra passionate. Have you ever been in a conversation with somebody and you are I'm known to get on a soapbox every now and again, just like screaming from the rooftops, right? I know a lot of us, as we're helping people out, like as we're going through consultations with them and we're like, oh, you should use this and you should use this. And it sort of just does one of these, like, bah, like we just kind of barf details and stuff all over them. If you have done that, I think it's hard to not do it. I'm going to be very honest with you. I think with Young Living, it's very hard not to do that. And the reason why is because we have amazing products and they all work. So you literally are like, well, take this and this and this. Mike was showing somebody the other day all the stuff that he takes. He had his arms full of like supplements and, like all of the things. And so it's hard when we literally are using these products and we know that they work and we know that we feel awesome and all of the things, it's really, really hard not to just barf all over somebody and be like, oh, you need this one and this one and this one and this one. And it's just going to be like, ooh, right? So here's what you do if somebody is like, okay, that was too much, right? Or the nonverbal response of that was too much, which is to ghost you. And to ghost you, what that means is that, like, if you're in Facebook Messenger or something like that with somebody and you just did that to them and then they do not respond, right? That is the verbal response. That's like, or the nonverbal response to that was way too much information, because they got scared off, right? They got scared off. They were like, I was interested in this thing. I want this result. And then what we did is we're like, oh, I can fix you. It's going to be so awesome. Right. And then they're like, I was not ready for all of that. Right. It's almost like, it's like we needed to bridge some sort of like ravine, and we didn't actually bridge it for them. We went to the other side and then we just yanked their arm over, right? Like we didn't walk across with them. We just jumped to the other side and yanked them over. And in the process of that, they were like, oh my, that's too much, right? Came on too strong, too much, too much. So what do you do whenever you accidentally do that? Because you will absolutely accidentally do that. I've done it myself a lot. I've done it myself a lot, which is why I know. So what you do whenever you accidentally do that is you just say, because basically what they're saying to you is like, whoa, that was too much. And like, that was too pushy and that was too like much, right? So what you say is like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry that I just, like, it's so funny to say because like, it's true. I am so sorry that I just did that. Right? I am so sorry that I just did that. I'm just so passionate about this. I know, I know what it's done for me in my life, and sometimes I get a little out of control. Honestly, you guys, you know I'm a big fan of calling out the elephant in the room. This is how we stay heart-centered even when we've accidentally just been like, bruh, and then they aren't talking to us anymore, or they were like, oh, no thanks, which is the same response basically. Then you just say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just realized that I just barfed a lot of stuff on you. You may not want to use the word barf. I do, because that's my personality. But if it's not your personality, don't say it, because that's weird. Say whatever you would say. Like, I just overdid it, or I'm sorry, I just gave you way too many details. That would probably be a safe one to say. I'm so sorry, I just gave you way too many details. I just get so honking passionate about this stuff because I know what it's done for my family and I. And you know, just let me know if you have a question. I promise I'm not going to do that again. You guys call out the elephant. That's all that it is. Call out the elephant. I don't know what that person's saying. Okay.
I'll take care of that.
Okie doke. Thank you. What's that?
Don't touch it.
Okay, I won't touch it. Mike's taking care of this guy.
Don't say anything.
Okay. So, anywho, Lisa, hey from New Jersey. Well, hello, Lisa. So yeah, that is really all that we're talking about here right now is how we respond, how we actually respond when we have gone too far and then they are like off put by it, right? So I want to hear different situations that you guys have done that on. Like, when have you actually gone too far? And do you see this as a way that you would be able to come back from it? Do you think that you would be able to use this process? Because honestly, it doesn't even matter how long ago it was. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a week ago. It could have been 2 weeks ago. It doesn't really matter. It is basically just, it's just you popping back in and saying, You know, I realize I said too much, and it could have been a month. It could have been 6 months ago. Doesn't even matter, you guys. Doesn't matter. But yes. So tell me, and also let me know what questions you have, because that is what I have for you guys tonight. It wasn't a super long one, but I do want to chat with you guys. So let me know. Did everybody also see the? I'm just drinking tea with you at this point. Did everybody also see the event in Canada that somebody gets a free month of Diamond Lane? Anybody that gets like a ticket uh, to that event, comment in the comment section in Gold Getters to that thread, and somebody's going to win a free month of Diamond Lane for that. And I get to speak at that. It's going to be really fun, you guys. Lisa, I word vomit everything, even when I know I shouldn't. Isn't that, man, maybe we should talk about that for a second, because I understand that. Lisa, what color do you lead with? Like, when we look at your personality color, what color would you lead with? Just so you guys know, I am thinking of creating trainings for different color personalities, for different like lead color personalities, so it can make more sense to people specifically where they sit, because I feel like that's a good way to serve. Green and red. I thought so. You're like my husband. He's green and red also. Mike, I blocked that guy. I think it's the guy that did that thing a few days ago. Yeah, that's what, whenever he said something. So a guy commented a minute ago, and Mike and I kind of already had figured out who the guy was that did there was a naughty thing the other day. And that was him. And that's why I was like, I don't really know what to say right now, because I knew it was that guy and I knew Mike was going to handle it. Anyway, so there's that. Just fun stuff that happens on the YouTubes. No big deal. But yeah, so green and red, Lisa, I understand that, right? Because you're speaking, and I'm going to switch it over to love language just a little bit. I'm only going to use the terms, and I don't actually mean the thing, so that's probably not helpful. But when you are green, you talk to people like they are green, right? Because that's how you communicate, right? That's what matters to you. So that's what you convey to other people. What I would suggest is learning about all of the colors and really being able to like drill down on what that person needs to hear. So if it's a red person, they're ready to go. They just need just give me the details, right? Just like quick, I can make a decision fast. I'm going to make my own decision, and it's probably going to be fast. A green person is going to take a while. They will go research on their own. You allow them their time and their space to go research on their own, and then they're going to come back to you. Okay. A yellow person wants to be heard, wants to be felt, wants to be loved, wants to understand how this is going to help the greater good as well. And then a blue person wants to party. They want to have fun. So community is their jam, right? So like a blue person's going to be like, yeah, you talk to a blue person about the team and the events and the stuff that you do. And it's not just about the products, but it's more about like I don't know, atmosphere, right? So that's what a blue person is really going to like. So I would try to decipher who you're standing in front of or who you're talking to, and then be able to speak to what moves that person, right? So that'll keep you, I believe that's going to keep you and help you from getting too far into your detail stuff, because your detail stuff is you talking to you. Right. But if you think of who you're talking to, who's in front of you, like I'm a red. So if you were talking to me, the details to me, and even Mike, I love you so much, but Mike, whenever he gets into the details of things, I'm just like, okay, all right. And then whenever I'm like, okay, let's do this, he's like, I'm not done yet. And I'm like, like, it's just, I'm like the road runner with my legs spinning. Right. And I have to let him say his thing, but all the while I'm like, let's go. And so the two of us are like, but I get it. What I'm saying to you, Lisa, is I get it. Just think of who you're talking to. I hope that's helpful. Elise, I share lots of data, but being read, I use few words. I had someone interested in the business and I sent her about 100 lines of text. I like your follow up back to her. I can do that. Oh man, whoa. 100 lines of text, Elise. Oh, I love you so much. And I love your transparency and where you're just like, hey, I did this. And then now I'm going to fix it. And this is what happened. Um, I Oh, goodness. Whenever I first started the conversation cheat sheet, because when I was doing Go for Gold, when I created it, it was me trying different things out. And then finally it solidified into the thing that's perfect, right? And as I was figuring out the conversation cheat sheet part of it, one of the, you guys are going to laugh. One of the parts of the conversation was like this long in Messenger. And then quickly we realized that's not going to work. That's not going to work, right? So then we broke it up into smaller pieces, which you can see in the conversation cheat sheet, and it works, right? But before I did that. I'm not going to say I didn't do that. I did that. Elise, I see you. I was there. I did that too. Sandy, good. Donna, I bet green like me. Lisa, exactly. Kat, that guy makes me not want to do some of the things. Ina, I'm red and yellow. Yeah. There's a lot of red yellows in our group, actually. There's a lot of red yellows. There's like a Young Living itself, if it were to take a color personality quiz, it's yellow, right? Like it's very, very, very yellow. So it, of course, via its own bat signal, attracts yellow people to it. So like that's where there's those of us that are red, and then also we have yellow in us, but there's like it attracts yellow people. There's a lot of yellow people in Young Living, and that's because it gives back. Like it's all about service to others and making sure that people are good, and it's a yellow trait. Toby, hi. I definitely talk too much about how the oils help me and all the things I love about them. Learning to shut my mouth and listen. It's so hard, isn't it? It's almost like we need a support group where we can come on here and talk about how the oils make us feel, right? And how we love them, and just talk about it with each other and not be bombarding or overwhelming each other, because we'll all just be like, girl, yes, it did this, and this. And I can't believe this, and this, right? Like those are the things that we have that would be a cool thing for us to do. Just so we can get it out of our system and not throw it on somebody else. Does everybody feel like they would be able to do what I suggested to do? To just go back and be like, man, I am sorry I did that. I'm just so passionate. If you have questions, let me know. I just wanted to let you know that I realized that I did that in the last message and I needed to apologize. That was crazy or whatever. Do we feel like we can all do that? Let me know. Like, tell me in the chat because I can't see anything. Elise, yep, I am red, married to a green. So you get it. You get it. That is so funny. Toby, totally. Tanya, I am so green. I have to work at being more yellow. You don't have to work at anything. You do what comes naturally to you. Don't work at being more yellow. You're naturally going to be somewhat yellow anyway. Your green is it's your bat signal. You're going to bring in other people that are just like you, and you're going to be able to serve those people because, again, remember when we were talking to Lisa earlier, whenever you're giving a bunch of data, that's a green activity. So if you're a green giving a bunch of data to a green, you're good, right? So if that's your bat signal and you have another green in front of you, give them the data. They want it. They want all of it. They want file cabinets. They want graphics on the wall. They would probably be okay with you having a whiteboard and writing things out, but they would prefer for it to be in print, right? If you're a green talking to a green, do the thing, right? Be green about it. Be totally and all out green about it. Lisa said, literally, I thought of you as I was talking too much, yet I couldn't stop. You know how funny it would be if you called out the elephant right then and said, like, okay, so I know I need to stop right now and I totally can't. So would you please say something? Like, how hilarious would that be as the person you're talking to, where you're just like, I just need to cut it off here. Like, I just need to be done. Will you please take over this sentence? I need to be done. That would be hilarious, Lisa. Stacy Yellow here. Oh, Stacy Yellow. Toby, absolutely, and it feels authentic. Okay, great. Stacy, yep, send an email to people that have been inactive for a few years. Awesome, with an apology. I love apologies. I love real apologies. I love actual, heartfelt, authentic apologies where you just are like, you eat crow, right? You just like you set your ego aside, and it's not even at the driver's seat at all. It's just all heart, and it's just, here, listen, I'm sorry. This, that it there's no need to be right. There's nothing like that. It's about connecting. I love that. Donna, sounds like a great idea. Thanks for sharing. Of course. Elise already sent my follow-up apology. Thank you so much. Oh, you have to tell me. Come back on this video and comment and let me know how it worked for you, okay? I want to see that. Kendra, I love it. Raw authenticity is one of my core values. Not a lot of people, like, for example, in other MLMs, would do that. Yes, exactly. And that's why we're so successful at what we do here in Gold Gutters, in Golden Six, in Diamond Lane, in all of the things. That's why it works for everybody, because it's a humane thing. Like, it's a very, it's a soul satisfying way to communicate with another person, in my opinion. And nobody can do that wrong because it's the right thing to do. Like, it's just, you can't do it wrong. You just can't. The only thing that could potentially happen is that you would be afraid to say something to people, right? But outside of that, you can't do it wrong. You would just maybe be a little shy to say something, but you can work through that. That's no big deal. Let's see. Janai, hey beauty. I know you don't do classes, but if you did, would you charge a small amount, or would it always be free? Or would you consider doing a donation kind of thing? Yeah, I don't know, because I don't do them. There's a good, like, from a oh my goodness. Hang on real quick, you guys. I'm going to do this on video here. So I have to give my mom a heads up when to take her medicine, and she needs to take her medicine. Hang on real quick, you guys. And put another patch on and take your night meds. Smiley face. Okay, everybody say hi to my mom. There we go. So I'm a big fan of free things to attract people to an opportunity or to a product or whatever. I'm a big fan of free things, not to go too far, but to have a lot of value. And that's because that's the only way that some people will get exposure to those things. Classes, like I said, I'm just not good at that. So if you have materials that are costing money for you to run those classes, like if it's a DIY class or a make and take or something, charge the money for that. Don't give those away for free. But if it's an educational class and you're getting people together and you're chit-chatting and stuff, I probably wouldn't charge for that. Because that's like it's a freebie, or it's how they enter into your funnel, so to speak, where you then have their information and you can follow up with them and yada yada. But yeah, those are the ways in which I would and also wouldn't charge for a class if I were to do those. Lisa, excuse me. I apologized for taking so much. Oh, for talking so much. And she said not to worry about it. She liked what I was saying, so I talked more. Oh, well, great. You were talking to a green then. And that sounds right because that's what I was thinking. As I was talking about bat signal, I was like, well, Lisa's in the stuff. She knows her bat signal. It's likely she might be talking to a green anyway. So I'm really glad that you clarified that, at least just for my own sake, so I could put two and two together because you were talking to a green. If she was good with it, you were talking to a green. You were good. Janai, hi, Mom. Hi. Let's see if she got it. Well, I don't know yet. Stacy, thanks for the medicine reminder. Taking mine now. Can you text me every night? My brother takes care of my mom Monday through Friday, and that's like reaching out to let her know to take her medicine, morning and night. And then I do it on the weekends. And then she just sprained her back. She just went to the hospital a couple of days ago. And so now she's got muscle relaxers to add on to everything. And then like a pain patch thing, like lidocaine, I think. I don't know what stuff is, but that's, so she's got, like, that's new in her world. So it's no longer just take the Saturday night pills. It's like also put this patch thing on. But anyway, if you want me to text you, Stacy, just let me know. I'll just text you when I text my mom, but it's only on the weekends. Janai, this is so helpful, love. Thank you. Oh my gosh, of course. Of course. Well, let me know if you have any other questions. I will sit here for a couple of minutes. If you have questions, I'm trying to think. Oh, there's, let me put this in here, with martha.com/learn from, I think this is it. That link takes you to, a lot of people ask me in what order they should take, take the courses that I teach. And that link, if you copy and paste it into a browser, that link is going to take you to a page that shows you, I would take this and then this and then this and then this, and it's all of that. And it has the free stuff in there. It has the paid for stuff. It has all of it. It has the bundle. Every single thing is in that page. So not just for you guys, but for your own builders and people that you know, that's a good place to send them to. Okay, just so you know. I just bought your 20 and 30. Yes. Let's see. Lisa, I haven't spoken to many in my Facebook for like 30 years. Kind of awkward to say, hey, how are you? I honestly, so again, call out the elephant. Calling out the elephant is the great equalizer. 100%. Calling out the elephant is the great equalizer. Whenever you say, oh my, like, how long has it been? Has it been 30 years already? How are things going? What's going on in life for you? It's like a true and authentic curiosity, right? I really do want to know what people in my high school were doing. Like, I really am curious about what they're up to. It's just fun to hear about what's going on with people. So that's, call out the elephant. Don't act like you just talked to him last week if you didn't, because it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel weird. It's going to look weird, all of that, and deservedly so. But if you actually treat it like the case that it is, and you haven't talked for like 30 years, be like, can you believe it's been 30 years? How are things? That's, life is crazy. And then just say, like, what's going on with you these days? It's totally not weird. It's totally not weird, you guys. Elise, unless you are red, then just do them all. Yeah, well, that's that. If I were looking at my courses, I would be like, I need all of them right now. Also, I'm going to start them all tonight and go through them all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Like, that is how. And I know that a lot of you guys, because I have my own bat signal, right? I attract people that are just like me. So you guys that are watching me are likely very much like me, right? Because that's what we naturally do. So we're all just sitting here like, all right, cool, let me do this. I'm going to do it. And that's awesome. Barb, Reached out to a friend from 15 years ago that I have on Facebook. She appeared to be struggling. We are meeting up next week. Oh, I love that. I do not ever, ever get tired of hearing that. Isn't that cool? Isn't it cool how whenever you reach out to people, you are able to start connecting the dots between why you needed to reach out to them? Does that make sense? Are you able to see like where there's something bigger than you at work and there's a reason why you reached out to them? Because everybody needs people right now. We're at such a deficit of people actually giving a rip about each other, period. Right? We're at such a massive, massive deficit of that just our reaching out and authentically and truly and transparently asking them how they're doing is is like slicing through the darkness. Quite frankly, it's slicing through all of that noise, all of that chatter, all of that everybody sort of doing this. It slices right through it, and it's just like, hey, this is like, I'm a person and you're a person, and how are things, and I care about you. And it matters. It matters to people. People are struggling. People are struggling every single day. They need people like us. This isn't just a business. This isn't just, well, I'm going to check off my people that I'm reaching out to today. This isn't that. It all works together where it creates an income stream. Yes, it does. But this is so much bigger than that. This is like mission work, you guys. Like this is it. This is the good stuff. This is the job that you want to wake up to every day. Because you want to wake up and say, who do I get to help out today? Right? Who do I get to show up for? You don't have to sit at a desk typing, for corporate America or whatever. Instead, you wake up, you have your coffee and think, who do I get to help today? Who do I get to be in service to today? That's what our business is about, you guys. If we can all truly, truly and authentically be in service to each other, I can't think of a better world. I just simply can't. That's it. So, Barb, yes. I have gone through what she is struggling through. It was such a good conversation. Man, I love that. There's that bat signal. Janai, yes, very much so. I had to stop because I was watching everything. I will still watch, but now I get to apply the info and not just watch and take notes. LOL. So green. No, I have to move. Yes. Barb, hearts, Donna, I like listening to you because I am not at all like you. I am green, yellow, blue, zero, red. Oh, wow. That is so cool. I love that. Isn't it cool how different we all are? Isn't that fun? Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to pop off here, get jammies on, snuggle with my daughter, and have a good Saturday night. You guys have an awesome night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.